General MacArthur drops a atomic bomb.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 1951, turn 17 for the Allies. Pretty bad start to turn 17 as two of the Allied armies in southern Manchuria were utterly destroyed by the Chinese hordes. But in Europe, everything has settled down now as the Soviet Union has been taken and has fully capitulated. So let's keep going now. All right, so the United States is buying two tech dice. They're going to go for the advanced aircraft carriers. That allows them to upgrade current aircraft carriers to either Midway class carriers or SX carriers with angled decks. And the big thing for those is that it allows aircraft carriers to carry 3 aircraft on it instead of just 2. The U.S. is going to repair their carrier in the Mediterranean. They're going to get 3 mech, 4 tanks, 2 transports, 2 marine, right? Yeah, 2 marine and an artillery. NATO is going to try to diplomatically influence Mongolia, and China is going to counter. They're also buying 3 infantry, 3 tank, 6 mechanized infantry, and 2 Gloster jet fighters. And then over here, SATO is buying 6 airborne divisions and 3 tanks. All right, so first we'll start with the U.S. tech. And they failed. And now for NATO's influence of Mongolia. Uh-oh, they got a 6. China's got to roll a 6 to counter. If China can't counter it, that puts a NATO position right on China's doorstep. Oh, no, and they don't. All right, so that now means NATO has taken control of Mongolia, so I'll have to shift that card and stuff around. But now that's going to put another enemy force right next to Peking. So we'll update the map quick, and then we'll get into the attacks. All right, so Allied attacks this turn. U.S. and NATO forces are breaking out further east, heading towards China. Unfortunately, I've also lost. I'm just about out of NATO markers, so I'm going to have to figure something else out for that. Probably just use like some upside down American markers just to show that previous NATO nations, or that are NATO, just to show that things are still under NATO control. Also, real quick, I just caught myself here. An American airborne force is coming out of there to come into Albania as well. So Albania is going to get taken. Some tanks are going to blitz into Samara and Novosibirsk. The NATO force up there is going to go into Evan-Kiskia. I can't pronounce that. Down here in Southeast Asia, SATO is going to land a small force to retake Hong Kong. And then there will be a B-52 raid in Kiangsu. Another B-52 raid at Shanghai. And I couldn't fit on the map. But then we have a massive air raid going against the Chinese factory at Peking. So let's see here. So most of the attacks are a success, because obviously. So I think all we really have to roll for are these air raids. So we'll start with the B-50. We'll start with the 2 singular B-52 raids. So let's see. We'll start with the one in Kiangsu. All right. So the anti-aircraft gun misses. So with B-52s, it's just like heavy bombers. Roll 2 dice, and I think it's 2 dice, and I believe it's I don't believe it's double damage. I believe it is just pick the best option. But let me look at my rules again. Yep, it still works as the regular heavy bombers. You roll 2 dice and you take the best you take the best one. So the first B-52 rolls a damage of 4 against their target. Then the next B-52 roll 1 for anti-aircraft, misses. He rolls for a total of 5. All right. Now the biggest thing is trying to decide if China is going to the biggest thing is China is going to scramble its jets for combat off of Peking to meet the Allied attack. So let's just put it on the battle board here real quick. Where did I just put everything? Oh, whoops. So the defending Chinese jets. The attacking Allied force. And then the defending Allied bombers. Okay, so now we can begin the air battle. And then B-52s in the air battles, kind of the same thing. They'll get to roll 2 dice and pick the best one. So, okay, we have the three American fighters. Oh, they got 1 hit. The 2 B-29s. No hit. And then the B-52. No hit. And then 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. And then 6 Allied jets for 2. No hit. Oh, wow. That's quite a sign. All 6 is scary. All right. And then China has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 jets for 2. So here's the first 6. 1, 2, 3. That wasn't, oof. 1, 2, 3. So it was 6, and then another 3. Ooh, got another 2. All right. Well, that was quite the air loss for the Americans right there. Oof. Quite the loss for only killing 1 Chinese jet. All right, so now we'll go into the bombings. All right, so we got the first B-52 with 2, the second B-52 with 3, the 2 B-29s, and then we got 1 B-52 for 5. So that's a total of 10 on the Chinese factory at Peking. Right? Oh, shoot. I forgot the anti-aircraft guns against the bombers. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so that's 1 B-29 gone. Or 1 B-29 gone. Oh my god, that's a second B-29 gone. And the B-52 makes it. So, okay, so it's actually a damage of 5, and I lost 2 B-29s to the anti-aircraft gun defenses in Peking. Did not think that's how this air battle was going to go. Drat. Okay, well then alright, so that's all the attacks. We'll quickly take a moment to reset everything, and then we'll go into the non-combats. Alright, so now we'll go into the non-combat roles. We'll start in Europe and work our way over to Asia. So starting off, alright, so we'll start off up here. Okay, so up here, these tanks are going to go to Vologda. This fleet, which is also going to pick up 2 infantry and 2 tanks, are going to go 1, 2, 3 back to Norway. Put these guys on there. Oh, and before that fleet departed, this aircraft from Poland and one of the Sato jets that was in Leningrad are going to go onto the carrier with it as well. Are going to go on the carrier. The rest of the, let's see here. The rest of the Air Army, yeah. The rest of, let's see here. How am I trying to do this? All right, so we'll put the two in. So the tank is going to come to Russia as well. These two infantry are going to go to Smolensk. Or how did I want to do that? Because I don't want them just sitting there. No, I think I wanted... No, I'll keep it like that. And then the Air Army is going to move to Moscow, but there's an American fighter and tactical bomber that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going to land in northern Italy. Let's see here. What else is happening in Europe? This unit of the 101st Airborne Division with its actually no, they're gonna, how do I want to do this? I want to wait a turn, get that airborne troop back. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll wait to move the 101st Airborne Division out of Yugoslavia. Let's see here, down in the south, in the Med, these transports are going to come to 196. This one's going to come to 99. And real quick, obviously, this carrier is going to be repaired. So I'll just put him on there right now. In the Middle East, this NATO tank is going to go 1, 2. The Sato is going to gather its forces in West India with this American as well. Maybe we'll create an army for that. And 1, 2. These guys will fly to West India as well. The Gloucesters here are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll join up with the 8th Army, or the 3rd Army in China. The 7th Army will head to Kazakhstan and keep moving right behind the Shape Army is going to move to Kazakhstan. And it's got 3 tanks on it that are going to blitz forward, or going to move 2 and join up with the 3rd Army. So now the Shape Army only has 4 infantry on it. The U.S. 7th Army is going to move into Tambov. And then down here in Southeast Asia, we got... All right, I got to break up those 2 transports real quick. Or actually, no, I don't have to. Here's what I'm going to do. So one transport is going to come, pick these 2 up. 1, pick them up 2. C units can go 3. So move 3 to reinforce Hong Kong. This other transport is going to go 1, pick up 2, go 2, drop 2 more infantry off in Thailand, which that needs to become an infantry. So now that leaves 1 Sato infantry on Sumatra. Let's see here. That's it for Southeast Asia. In the north over here, so the B-52s are coming back to Japan. Yep, all the B-52s will come back to Japan on its base there. The carrier force is going to move in and recover what planes they can from the attack. Although one of the Sato jets came from here. No, he'll land on a carrier. He'll land on an American carrier. There. And then the transports, I think we'll have the transports sit tight. Or actually, no. These American transports are going to make a run home. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to make a run home for another group of units next turn. Yeah, they'll make a run home to pick up some units next turn. And then in the north here, so we got 2 transport aircraft from Sato going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to land at the Carolina Islands. Got another Sato air transport that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, land in the Philippines. The American air transports are coming back to Japan. And then that leaves that American force in the north here at Amur. I think that's it. I think that's everything for this turn for the Allies. So then, deployments. So Sato's putting 3 airborne in Sydney, 3 airborne in the Philippines, and their 3 tanks. 3 tanks in Saudi Arabia. Oops, missed one for the airborne. Okay, and then we got the United States, which is going to we'll kind of stay over in the Pacific real quick. They're going to drop their Marine artillery tank and 2 other transports here in the western United States. Actually, this is all in Asia. And then they're going to drop We're going to drop 3 tanks on Japan. 3 tanks onto Japan, and then 3 mechanized infantry in Vladivostok. And then for NATO, we have 3 infantry in southern Italy. Whoops. Oh, I did forget a move. The U.S. 6th Fleet is going to come back to Italian waters as well. And we got 3 tanks in France. Then we got, let's see here, what was it? 3 mechanized infantry in Stalingrad, 3 mechanized infantry in Moscow. And then 3 jets. 3 jets in the Ukraine. All right, so that's all the deployments. Looking over, Sato gets 41, gets 47 IPC. The United States gets 82, and 82, and NATO gets 101. And NATO is about to top out on all their IPC, it looks like. So that's it for turn 17, guys. The war is going. It's going to keep going. I mean, the Allies suffered a major air loss over Peking, so have to see how they regroup from that one. They've also, but Sato is starting to gain back some of their territory in the south and are preparing to throw the Chinese out of India. So we'll see where turn 18 takes us. So until next time, guys, take care.